What? How do you guys want any? I can explain that here, guys. You don't know the build? You don't know about the build? Let me tell you about the build. Let me tell you about the build, okay? This is artillery ballista, okay? I know there's other artillery ballista setups. I know Pulsatron has this setup right now with the fucking frostball shot thing, but this is purely gem level scaling, okay? My bow doesn't do any damage, but the gem levels, artillery ballista has its own scaling, so I'm just using that and scaling entirely that damage. Everything else in the build is just utility, and it's like okay-ish. We'll see when I get to boss. Hopefully he's just edited out so he just jumps over the boss. The mapping is not like the best, and then defensively it's like not the best either, but it does have evasion, which is definitely better than armor. I think it just needs to build a hybrid pool. Why Amazon? Well, this thing is an Amazon because Amazon gives it massive crit. It basically triples my crit chance well, at least while mapping. While bossing, it gives me like 50% more crit chance, like almost double my crit chance, maybe 40% more crit chance. I do have LE weakness now, which is different, like critical weakness. But this is basically just for that. I mean, there's other generic modifiers, like the open weakness stuff is just a generic damage modifier, which is pretty good. And that's sort of the core part of the build, I guess. Oh yeah, the reason I guess we're not playing the build right now. So this build right now on bosses, I have about 200k DPS. But one of the reasons I really don't want to keep pushing this is because Trinity is bugged right now. And I don't know how long it'll take for them to fix it. But if you have Trinity on while you have Ballistas out, and then you generate Trinity, it will just delete your instance. It doesn't roll you back, I think. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's abusable or not, but I hope it doesn't roll you back. Alright, I'm gonna turn it on, guys. I turned it on. It says map complete. 47% XP.
No mana.
What's gonna happen with Trinity? Ooh, magic. It rolled me back, but it does delete your instance straight up, like in like first 5 seconds. It's really fucking annoying. Like my biggest buff, like what I'm supposed to be using all my spirit for, and it's about 6% more damage. I'm using Painter Servant for tri-LE conversion. So it sucks I don't have that, right? And because I don't have that, my bosses take too long. At T2 right now, some of the bosses have between 2.5 to, I guess, up to like 5.5 million damage HP. And then when I push T4, some of the map bosses will have like 10 million, 20 million effective HP. And when that's the case, I just don't think having 200k, 300k DPS is gonna cut it. Like, granted, I'm not on a perfect jeweler. I have a level 18 gem, and there's some other forms of scaling. My gear is like still fairly like okay-ish, you know, plus proj. And I don't really have crit damage scaling yet, and there's still more on the tree. But when I think about it, like the difference between 200k to maybe like 400, maybe 500k DPS, I don't even know if it's gonna be enough because it's not 500 true DPS, right? And the ballistas just keep dying while mapping, so you just get a lot of durability. Dude, why does this guy have the fucking Mega Enrage? Like in this kind of scenario where he just like destroys my ballistas every 2 seconds, it's like almost no damage. But it does hit, it's okay. That's only 2, like it's always 1 ballista down, I think. Female. Yeah, I'm gonna try to switch into this other build right now, which I think is a really good idea. Anyways, that's the core reason why I'm playing the build. As far as how the build's set up now, this is like my last, I guess, snapshot for this thing. I might run it back and play into it, but final snapshot, the gear that I'm using is just plus proj and elemental damage with attacks here. Accuracy is also good. Res, proj levels again here. Res, life, res, rarity, life, res. Just like defensive. Painters, I'm using this in preparation for Trinity, but until they fix Trinity, this build kind of sucks, you know? And then res. So it's like all defensive gear and then 1 offensive piece. This is the skill tree. End up changing a little bit, but I just don't think it's enough. And then over here for gems, I'm playing Artillery Ballista right now. Primal, Blindside, Bullseye, Martial. These two are actually really good together. Blindside, I flip blind with like everything else on my whole build, so it's really nice. Rippar's my extra ballista. A lot of people play Overabundance main, but I don't like it because it drops the duration too much. And then I have blind support, Pierce, just for even more consistency. My companion is this guy. It has Temporal Bubble. Shock Burst I use with Orb of Storms, and this is because my Orb of Storms is like offhand swapped with Effigy of Cruelty. So I use this, I pop my Orb of Storms, and then this procs my Orb of Storms a gajillion times, and basically gives full crit weakness all the time. And else is call on it. Attrition is swappable with my companion. I don't really know what I'm doing in my reservation. I play Wind Dancer setup and then Thunder Sleep for movement. That's it.
To regret your intrusion here. The spirits yearn, my beloved Assyria. Succumb. You cannot stop me.
Need more time.
He's too good, dude.
Cut down.
Oh, he's spawning, bro.
We have
What the
married
fuck?
old
I've literally never played crossbows before, so this is like kind of fun for me.
Fine.
I think I'm gonna try to set up her Bone Storm though, because like honestly the impale damage is a lot.
Spirit still calls.
Explosive links. I'm playing Magnified and NKOE. I just like feel like I missed too much. Dude, there's no way I can ever kill this guy.
Joe, give it a chance to recover.
Is it healing?
The spirit still calls.
Look, I can do it! My stats have gone down significantly since doing cold leveling.
Need a moment.
The era of the Paradon is now. Forge of hate. Ugh. I cannot give up. We will blot out the sun.
Where's that coming from?
Wait.
You into dust. Endless hate.
Wait.
Oh shit!
Forge of hate. The Malekith will pay. Endless hate.
I've no mana. I've no mana.
These blow up grenades! Okay. It's literally like Spear Diff, dude. I'm like 100% sure about that. No casual? Casuals don't care. Casuals do whatever you want. Gets better 30 plus. What skill do you get 31? I mean, I regret not playing bows for sure in terms of like the starting progression. Right now, I'm like happy where I am, but I guess I could have just played bows until like later.